So it's Renee and I'm back again. This last phase, phase 3 of this moving past infidelity section, is all about the reconnection work. And it's reconnecting to self and also reconnecting again to the relationship on a different level. And really, again, some of these phases will sort of blend in, and continuing on, I guess, from the last phase was about making the relationship a priority as well. So how do you reconnect with yourself to know what you really want and need in the relationship, and then reconnect and rediscover into the relationship about what it needs to survive, and well, not only survive, but thrive and be something where you are absolutely so united in where you're going. And that's what makes epic relationships, is when couples get through the tough stuff. Because no one really said that this relationship thing was going to be easy, did they? And we know, well, did you know that the divorce rates are 50% of first marriages end in divorce, and it's closer to 70% of second marriages end in divorce? So it's those people that go the distance, that kick in and give it their all. They can walk with their heads held high and know that they've done everything. And it kind of is this recommitting to each other as well, where we're getting back into the relationship, making each other a priority, and really, just reconnecting on that deeper level. And that starts, again, with knowing those 6 human needs and working with your love languages, with each other's love languages, and changing how you've been doing things. And sitting there and spending time together where you can have these conversations about what's needed. And how are we really going to reconnect and give this our all? So I will send you some other steps on how you can do that. You have been given some information on that particular part. And if there's any other questions that come up for you through this video series, please just send me an email and let me know what else do you need from this, or what other tips are there available out there. And I'm going to say as well, with this reconnecting, when you focus on what's good about the other person and make meeting their needs a priority, that will game change your relationship. And if you specifically looked at doing that for the next even 30 days, I would say do it for 3 months and watch your world change. But just do it in little bite-sized chunks as well, because none of these tips or strategies are something that is a one-hit wonder that you just do once and it's done and dusted. No. If you want this to last, repair, reconnect, then it's got to be embraced as a way of life. Because I've said in session before that some things they're an unknown, but when it's consciously in your awareness, it then becomes something that you can't unknow, right? So you have this, so either you do something with it or you don't. And I always say to people that these are things you need to embrace as a way of life, of loving each other and being in love and loving yourself as well. And knowing that it will be worth it. And there'll come a time where it all just sort of sinks in and recalibrates within the relationship of, right, we've really got this. But again, I say to everybody, it takes probably 6 months of accountability for you to get to that, and then know, right, we're good to go. We've got all the tools we need to move forward. And that's why I like to send these videos, so you have them, you can re-listen to them, take notes, sit with what resonates with you, what doesn't. I'm always curious when people say that something doesn't resonate with them. And I'm wondering, well, what doesn't? Why would that not resonate with you? Because some people don't want to do the work. But this will be worth it, because the other side of divorce, when people don't do the work beforehand, is full of anger, sadness, hate, resentment, all those things. But I would almost guarantee you, even if you do the work and you still decide it's not for you, or you both decide we can't move forward, you'll be in a much better place than anybody out there who has not done any of this. And what would that be worth? And then if it does work, well, I think it'll be priceless. But this journey is about you and what you need. And I really do hope that you're finding these of value and you can implement some strategies and get a lot out of it and start taking action right now. And I will come back to you with a little bit more on just relationship stuff in general very soon.